friends! Welcome to the Soloprenuer Podcast. My name is Malia and I will be your host. I wanted to make an introductory video to say hello and give you a little bit of my background, let you know who I am, where I've been, and where I plan to go, and what the intentions are for this podcast. So thank you for coming. For starters, I wanted to start a podcast for years. I have tiptoed into it and then stepped back, and a lot of that is just because I haven't been able to figure out the concept of what I want my podcast to truly be about. I've always wanted it to be about everything. I want it to be about business, about life, about culture, about art, about doing the things that build a life of your dreams. And I'm a huge podcast fan, so I listen to a lot of podcasts on the regular and listen to a lot of audiobooks, and I've just been really wanting to dive into that realm, and I've decided that now is the time. I have the time on my hands to do so, and I have a lot of really great things coming up, so no better time than the present. And let's see, so I come from a not so great background. We grew up in poverty on food stamps and in Section 8 housing. I'm a Colorado native, so I've been here my whole life. And I got my first job when I was 12 years old. We couldn't afford a lot, so I went and knocked on doors as a 12-year-old, and I found a couple gigs picking weeds, cleaning houses, and walking this wonderful old lady around the lake. And so I've been working since I was 12. I wasn't able to complete high school. I don't have a formal education. I wasn't able to go to college, but I did get GED excellence, so I won an award for that, yay me. And I just want to show people that it's possible to build a life of your dreams and be a successful business owner without a formal education. And you really, this day and age, you can learn almost anything off the internet and through books, and I just want people to know that it's entirely possible to overcome your circumstances and to bring yourself into a life of your dreams. So where I am today is I worked for a bank for about 8 years, and then I took a leap of faith and I decided to start working for myself. So I am a solopreneur. I manage a couple properties throughout Colorado. So I do some extended stay. I have 2 Airbnbs. One is short-term renters, one is extended stay renters, and I have a lot of focus in hospitality and design and creating boutique travel experiences for our guests. I also manage a couple long-term rental properties, and I also manage a couple private residences in Denver and in Blackhawk. So again, I have a huge focus on hospitality, taking care of people, and then doing a variety of odd jobs. So I consider myself a solopreneur because I don't have any employees. I only hire independent contractors when I need help here and there, but I primarily build my own business from within, and I kind of just am working on the 7 pillars of income because diversifying your income is so important. That being said, where I am going is that I would like to take my business and make it a little bit more remote. So I'm a blogger, I write on the side, I want to write my own book, and I also want to be able to incorporate travel in my business as well. So I think this podcast will be very helpful with that. And so things that I do on the side, I am a huge fan of yoga, and I go to yoga about 3 to 4 times per week to stay limber. I also am training in aerial silks, which is the silk fabric that hangs from the ceiling that you climb up and you do these pretty poses. I've been training in that for about 3 years now in full, but I took a 1.5 years off during COVID because I wasn't able to train in my studio. And so I've just been getting back up into it for the last 6 months, but I want to build that into my performance space because I have both my property management company and I also have my event production company on the side, and I do a variety of things with art and culture. So I am a DJ, been a DJ for 8 years now, and I'm an aerialist in training, and I also am an event production or an event producer. I do a variety of different types of events throughout the year. Me and my friends, my DJ crew, will do one-offs a few times a year, and then also a couple festivals here and there. And I also do Pride every year for my clients, a big Pride pool party. It's absolutely beautiful. That's actually coming up here in June. And let's see, what else? I have done a couple staycations where it's like a group of people who stay for a handful of days. It's more like a vacation retreat. I've done a couple of those in the mountains in Colorado, a couple different, I like to do mansion parties. That's kind of my jam. And then I have also taken my staycation vision into Costa Rica, and I would like to expand on that and do a staycation in a variety of different places throughout the world. But I decided that I needed to travel a little bit more for myself and take some time to myself before I do that. So currently my next big thing is Spain. I am actually going to Spain in July, so that's a little over a month from now. And what I'm going to be doing out there is I am a super host in Denver, Colorado for Airbnb. So what I'm going to do is take my experience as a super host and go to Spain and stay in a handful of different Airbnbs with other super hosts and be able to document my experiences, write about them, learn a little bit more about what it would take to have Airbnbs throughout the world. And so I'm flying into Madrid, and then I will stay there for a few days with a super host. Then I will rent a car, get in my car, drive a road trip up through Basque Country, and then over into Barcelona. So that'll be about a 4-day adventure where I should be able to stay in 4 different Airbnbs or hostels. And then I will fly from Barcelona to Lanzarote, which is in the Canary Islands, and I will stay in a couple Airbnbs down there. So my goal is to be able to document my experience and take my position and my business and try and expand that into different parts of the world. So long term, I would like to bring you content that is both inspiring and also gives you tips and tricks of how to become a solopreneur or a business owner and how to build a lifestyle of your dreams and make money off of that. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you stay tuned, like and subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more about all these different things and all this content I want to bring to you. Please leave some comments in the link below, the comments below. I would love to answer your questions and let me know, give me some feedback. I am open and all ears to hearing all about you and learning my audience. So thank you so much for stopping by.